here. Sorry, I went live and apparently YouTube decided to pop up with some weird message that you can allow something for 24 hours or something. I don't know. But anywho, welcome. Noel here for an exciting live stream for the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. Family's asleep and it's Saturday night. And you know what that means. We got some time to chill and play some video games and probably drink some coffee, and we'll see how this coffee tastes because I just made it. Not too shabby. I put some of Santino's leftover hot chocolate from Dunkin' Donuts in it, so it's tasting pretty good. My West Coast crew is here. I got Sinister and Diego, and Arrow's here. Caught me live this time. Hey, Mr. Passery, it's Zach. Zach, how you doing, man? So we have, I don't know, I'm thinking some more Final Fantasy 15 planned tonight. We got Miss Cleo on in the background. Nick, how the hell are you, my friend? Good seeing you. Well, you know, lots of stuff going on to chat about, and I think I'm gonna. Ooh, look, it's the Spider-Man. He's also here. Wow, we're getting lots of love tonight here right off the bat. We're getting tons of people, and of course, YouTube is telling me I have one. Now it's telling me I got 6 people watching. When it was starting off, you guys like, you got 1 person watching, loser, and I've got all these people saying hi to me. So thank you all for stopping by. How's life treating you? You know. Looks like someone's happy that the Spider-Man is here. I am almost at 2K. Yes, we are. We're getting there, man. I think we need just about like, I don't know what, like 40 more people. Was I that one person? Sinister he's the worst and he's the first right there. So I think that's what Arn Anderson said when he tried to get Lex Luger to join the Horsemen or something to fight the NWO. So lots of interesting stuff, I guess, to talk about for the intro to tonight's stream. And, you know, there's stuff going on in pro wrestling. It's seeming like Edge may debut for AEW. That would be pretty cool. Tony Khan has apparently promised surprises for Wrestle Dream, the New Japan crossover pay-per-view. So, you know, we could be getting like Mercedes Moné, we could be getting Edge, we could be getting Brie Bella, we could be getting Matt Riddle, although I don't know if Matt Riddle is free, but I think he would do well in AEW. He'd be a perfect replacement for CM Punk, and that's evidenced by the fact that Jim Cornette is saying things, from what I've heard, I haven't actually listened to him, but I've heard chatter like Jim Cornette's like, whoa, hold on, you might not want to hire Matt Riddle here, there, because he would be someone who could fight the same type of matches in ring as CM Punk and actually has a credible MMA background, unlike CM Punk, who acts like a tough guy, but in reality can do nothing. All you do is just get his fans saying things like, well, he beat up the, you know, he dropped the Young Bucks. It's like, I don't even know if that's true. And accounts of that fight was that there was a biting and hair pulling. So if that's his version of fighting, and it's not good. Zach apparently has said that Matt Riddle got let go. If he goes to AEW, he'll do better, I think. Now that AEW has 2 shows, I definitely think there's a lot more room for talent to breathe. You know, like when it was just Dynamite, and you know, they had Rampage too, but like with Rampage, there's just, it's too late at night. It's such a shitty time slot. Like nobody's watching wrestling at 10 o'clock on a Friday. It especially like not. I mean, like if it was like AEW's only show, then yes. Zoe Zito is bad, says yo. Hey man, how's life treating you? So but yeah, I think that not CM Punk, I think that Matt Riddle would do well in AEW because they work a much more physical type of match in AEW. It's more about the wrestling, and he is an actual fighter who, you know, he's got that lighter body type that tends to do better in AEW. You know, WWE tends to still be the land of the just kind of like good like type guys, whereas AEW, they do have some guys like that, but it's much more of a slender, New Japan, Ring of Honor, TNA style. So yeah, Matt Riddle I think will do well in AEW. What if CM Punk lunged at you? I think I could beat the shit out of CM Punk. Like I mean what I do, I would cut a corner and start working his body. So seriously, I'd cut a corner, I'd start working his body, I'd see if I could, if he tried to lunge, like if he tried to grapple or something, I would either try to push his weight in the direction that it's going so I could fall on him and get into side control, and then I would grab his arm and go for an Americana. That's if it got on the ground, or if he tried to like mount or something, I'd probably like hook an elbow, slide my foot across his other foot, flip him over, and then convert to side control and try to get him with an Americana. But CM Punk is, I don't know, man. I mean, I bet I can beat CM Punk. I mean, like, to be fair, like, I don't know, man. Like, my in my profession, we take threats as part of the job. I mean, CM Punk might be able to beat me up. I mean, I don't know. Like, he has been training a lot longer than those UFC fights, and the people that he went, like, even bad people in the UFC are excellent fighters. So even though CM Punk fought people like at the bottom of UFC, the bottom of UFC is like the top of like minor league MMA. So I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know. It's just like he's such a bitch. Like like he seems like he's just this delusional like cocky entitled guy, and he just like he'll be an asshole sometimes and other times he'll be nice, and I think he probably gets off on arbitrating that dynamic with people. Do you think that Goku was a good dad like me? You should give AEW a try. I don't dislike WWE, but I think that WWE, for my taste personally, and this is someone who watched wrestling his entire life, um it's kind of hollow and plasticky. Like, it's very well produced, but I'm just not interested in a lot of the talent, and it just feels kind of bloated. And I personally am not that invested in any of the characters. And I'll be honest, I haven't really watched WWE since WrestleMania, so I know people say that they like the Bloodline story, and if you're into that, that's fine. But I don't know, man. I'm more into the WCW. If you ever watched WCW wrestling, it always had a more kind of I guess emphasis on gang warfare and more drawn out wrestling matches. That makes sense. So I've always kind of preferred the more southern alternatives to WWE, at least starting in the 90s, but I do like WWE. I just have kind of fallen away from it, but I'm willing to check it out again, and I think interesting things may very well happen with UFC and them merging it. I mean, listen, CM Punk. It takes a lot of guts to get into a steel cage and to do fighting beyond just the dojo. Can I speak some Italian? Io parlo un po' italiano adesso. There you go. I speak a little Italian now. so, um, so, and I'm sure CM Punk, he's been awarded a blue belt. That's what I have, and he, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know the guy. So, and, and he's accomplished a great deal in professional wrestling. He just seems like he's bipolar. He seems like sometimes he's a cool dude, and other times he seems like he's just not a good human being. So, I don't know. I cannot picture you putting Santino versus Cell. What are you talking about, Noel? You can beat you can beat the hell out of CM Punk. I'm pretty sure Zach can beat the hell out of CM Punk, as he says. So- and Zach's 12s. Like Kramer and Seinfeld, when he was in the taking the karate classes with the kids. Although to be honest, one time I went to the jujitsu gym, and part of the training was Dave's like, just let the kids, like, defend yourself against the kids. They're gonna beat you up, and it's like it's like swarmed. What am I talking about? Do I think Goku's a bad dad? No, he just has wildly different parenting methods than me, So, um, the thing about Goku is he leaves, but he always comes back. Zach is like Otis. Yeah, there you go. Is this the this is the Zach in my third period class, right? Is this what I'm assuming? Or I mean, there's many Zachs. There could be Zach the Black Power Ranger. Um, I feel I should also. I mean, like, I want to order Wrestle Dream, but I don't. I just don't know. I don't think I have the money for it. Like, AEW has got to get on Max. Like, this is bullshit, man. Like, I can't afford. Um, yeah, Zack Ryder. It is Zack Ryder. You're Goku and Noel and Santino is Gohan. Yeah. Yeah, I actually did have a picture of me and Santino as a baby, both with like Super Saiyan hair. It was pretty chill. I used to have that hanging in the old game room. Um, so I mean, on the topic of Goku and Gohan and stuff, I feel like I need to talk about Dragon Ball Magic, which has I guess been popping up in my news feeds and stuff. Apparently, it is rumored that at New York Comic Con, I do have Nappa's hair now. Yes, yes, but I look like Nappa with Gohan's glasses. That's what I have. That's who I am. Speaking of, yeah, but talking about Dragon Ball, like, Dragon Ball Magic. So apparently, I've heard online, and it seems like it's a lot of speculation. A web apparently broadcast on Crunch that is seemingly borrowing a lot of elements from Dragon Ball GT. A lot of the new Dragon Ball stuff is doing a lot of kind of rebooting and reimagining of the Dragon Ball lore, and this is supposedly, happening in the manga timeline as opposed to the anime timeline. So it's able to kind of package itself as, well, the anime timeline is its own thing, but this manga timeline is like more credible, because it's overseen directly by Toriyama. Um, so, for what I've seen of Dragon Ball Magic, it looks like Goku's gonna be turned back into a kid, and he's gonna have Supreme Kai or the Kaioshin, as also turned into a kid. And apparently, there's going to be some kind of adolescent intergalactic buddy cop thing happening. Now, that does not sound like a bad idea to me, but it definitely seems like there's a lot of people who were really hoping for a follow up to Dragon Ball Superhero. Kind of see more of Super Saiyan Beast Gohan, see more with Teen Goten and Teen Trunks. It seems like they've been doing some interesting stuff with the Dragon Ball Super manga. They're doing kind of the Trunks and Goten in high school thing, which, by the way, that was a comic book that I did back in 2009, called Dragon Ball AF Sparking, which I'm not sure if I still have that up on my channel. I started recoloring it, and then I got distracted, and I'm not sure if I still have it up on my channel. I was planning on re-uploading it with better colors. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. So, Dragon Ball Magic, it looks interesting. I mean, any Dragon Ball anime I'll watch. But if you're going to redo GT, and this is what I've always said, GT should be, if you're going to try to recapture the dynamic of the original Dragon Ball, Kid Goku, Goten, and Bra. And that should be the GT team. Now, if you're gonna have Kaioshin in there, That's, fine. I'm sure you can have a lot of fun with that. I'm sure it'll be cute. And, apparently, I don't know if Toriyama's got ideas and he's knocking around or whatever. Like, I don't know. But the the pairing of Pan and Trunks doesn't work because Pan is too young, Trunks is too old. There's no romantic chemistry there. Um, Pan looks to, even if you were to try to make it where Pan looks too young, like Bra looks just like Bulma in the original Dragon Ball. Goten is much more akin to Yamcha than Trunks, right? He's a competent fighter. He's kind of goofy. You're not happy about the new Dragon Ball show. Well, we don't know anything about it. Like, we don't know if it's good. We don't know if it's bad. We don't know what the hell's going on. But if you are going to do GT, if you're going to reboot GT or you're going to do canon GT, I'm telling you, if you want that original Dragon Ball, but like blow it up to space, you got to have Bra and Goten be the girl and the guy, have Goku be the kid, and, then you can have the kind of teen hanky panky with Bra and Goten, like you had with Bulma and Yamcha. You could have Kaioshin be, I don't know, like a sober oolong or a poire or something like that, and then you could have Goku be Goku but as a kid. I mean, unless they're going for like really really little, like they're gonna try to make something for like the like 8 and under crowd or something like that. I just want them to do more super, some a little bit sour. I think a lot of people. I'm excited for SmackDown, John Cena versus the Bloodline. I might check that out. That sounds kind of interesting. That Bloodline story, it's never really clicked with me. Something about Paul Heyman in a way, just I don't know, just seems kind of stupid. Like, I don't know. Paul Heyman, like, I can't. His on screen character is. He went from being this, like, badass renegade in ECW. He's, like, wearing a baseball cap and he's got his, like, Johnny Dangerously cell phone and stuff. And, all that other. Just, he's got 5 o'clock shadow and he's, like, got some, like, he's a guerrilla guy in the trenches, And now he's just this, like, effeminate, high-pitched, doughy manager, and it's just like, what the hell is it? And it's like the hate in 1070. And the stupidest thing was when they had like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns fight over him like he was like some woman in the Wild West or something. Like, I just expect him to like come out there and be like, "Don't worry, boys, you can both have me." Like I don't know, Paul. I don't know. I could be totally wrong about things. Anywho, for some reason that hat that I'm wearing is really itching my head. I should normally I'm a snapback guy, but I'm wearing the wireframes tonight. I like these glasses, and I was thinking like, oh, this kind of I'll go with the strap back. And for some reason, this thing is like really. I don't know if there's like dust on the bottom of it or something. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Back to Dragon Ball Magic. We'll see how it is. The super manga definitely, seems to be telling some interesting stories. I believe they are kind of expanding and adding some new dimensions to the Cellmax fight from what I've read. So that sounds cool. But I definitely think we do need to have some new super stuff. It's been definitely a while. I enjoyed the Tournament of Power arc, but I was a little disappointed with the end of it because I really was hoping that Gohan was gonna get his time to shine, but apparently they decided to, delay that for the Super movie. So all's well that ends well, the superhero movie, which is my favorite Dragon Ball movie. I saw that movie twice with Santino, and I really liked it, and I thought they did Gohan a lot of justice, and I thought the movie was funny. And I thought, there are some people that say that they don't like the kind of the goofier Goku. I prefer the goofier Goku. I think that really does kind of capture the more original Dragon Ball Geist. And it had some comic relief and lightheartedness. Josh is on here. Josh, we're talking about Dragon Ball Magic, the alleged new Dragon Ball anime. that is apparently going to be announced at New York Comic Con. Another thing that is apparently going to be coming out at New York Comic Con is Rob Liefeld, whose comic I just happen to have here in like just reaching distance here. He apparently like redid his Captain America cover, the one where he's got like the like gigantic puffed out chest, you know. He's apparently like kind of redid and scaled down a little bit the cover with the new Captain America. And they're going to be, I guess, unveiling that at New York Comic Con. Liefeld was actually really nice. He liked my comment on Instagram, you know. It's always nice when your existence is acknowledged by a comic book celebrity, even one who's shunned, like Rob Liefeld, you know. And, you know, I was having this discussion. I was at Heroes and Villains last night, and I was having this discussion with Steve, the guy that runs Heroes and Villains. And we were just talking about like comic book podcasts and stuff that's on YouTube and on Apple and things like that. And, you know, like one of the topics that gets brought up is like, you know, well, why are comics not selling? You know, why are small comic shops hurting and things like that? And these like podcasts and things, you like look at the length of time and they're all like, you know, 90 minutes, 2 hours, that kind of thing. And it's like, I'll tell you the answer right now. Woke politics and dull art. There, I just saved you 2 hours of your time. You know, like there's, you know, shrill politics that are off-putting to people that are just kind of put in these comic books. It's like kind of shrill, urban, collegiate bitching from one end of the political spectrum. And comic books that just look like kind of dull, computer-colored storyboards for, you know, an episode of The Sopranos or some bullshit, you know. Like, that's why comic books don't sell. They're not pretty to look at. They're not exciting. And even if they had dull artwork, the stories suck. And even if the stories are good, the artwork is dull. So there you go. Have I played Payday 3 yet? I have not. I'm on chapter 14 of Final Fantasy 15. So that's the one that I've been working my way through. Cool thing about the back of this comic here is it's got a weird ad for Nights into Dreams on the back. So that's kind of cool. Sega Saturn always had kind of odd art not odd art, odd advertising in the United States, and you kind of see it here. Why is it saying like prepare to fly like so small here? Like I kind of get what they're doing, but it's just everything about Saturn advertising was odd, you know. So this comic is also odd because the first half of it wasn't drawn by Rob Liefeld, and then the second half of it was. Like, here's Liefeld right here, you know. I don't know. Oh, look, Miss Cleo's on again with her Mind and Spirit radio show. I don't know, man. You know, something about these early 2000s infomercials I find very relaxing. You know, another show that I've been watching a lot of, this is a kind of a good double page, Avengers Assemble, you know. A lot of people don't like Rob Liefeld's art because of stuff like this. Screw them. I don't care, man. Like, it's about like the energy and enthusiasm, you know, than about the fact that this girl's legs are double the size of her torso. Triple? Wait a second. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 torsos in those legs. Very good. Very good. Screw society. Like, yeah, but it's this kind of thing that I like. It's like you can see and feel his energy and enthusiasm, and you know, his playing with the anatomics is, you know, he's just having fun, you know. What was I talking about? Rob Liefeld's crazy proportions, Miss Cleo. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, Going Places is what I was going to be talking about. I've been watching a early 90s sitcom called Going Places on YouTube. And that sitcom is apparently kind of controversial because a Growing Pains spinoff, Just the 10 of Us, was canceled in favor of it. And Just the 10 of Us was funny. I liked it. But I really like Going Places, too. Like, Going Places has, like, this ridiculously good opening theme song. It's like, all those Miller Boyette shows from the late 80s, early 90s have like anime quality openings. They're like these like minute long, minute and a half openings. And all those Miller Boyette shows have these names that have like double meanings. You know, like perfect strangers. Like perfect strangers, it's a saying, like perfect strangers. Oh, we're perfect strangers. Like we don't know each other. But at the same time, it's like they're perfect for each other, strangers, you know. And then there's like family matters, right? So people could say like, well, there's family matters. Like, you know, like there's matters that the family has to take care of. But then there's also family matters, you know. So it's like family matters, you know, and family matters, you know. Then there's Full House, right? Like Full House is like the best thing you get in a deck of cards, you know, but at the same time, they also happen to have a house that's full of people, hence the name Full House. And then there's Going Places. So Going Places is about these two guys that move from Chicago to LA, and they work on this like kind of I guess guerrilla comedy show like America's Funny. Let's say it's like a cross between America's Funniest Home Videos and Carol Burnett. I can't really tell what the hell kind of show they work at, but it's like Heather Locklear and this other girl, and they all live in this apartment together, kind of Three's Company style, except there's four of them, and no one's pretending to be gay because it's like the 90s, and at this point nobody cares. So like, and the girl from My Two Dads / Step by Step is like their Urkel neighbor, except she's not a nerd. She's just this kind of like pretty teenage girl who's kind of just always butting in and being awkward. And it's like, and I'm telling you, like the opening theme song is like the best thing ever. But anyway, like the name Going Places, it's like they're like the two guy main characters have like gone to a new place, but at the same time they're advancing their career with these two girls. So they're going places while their career is also going places. Now, let's continue. There's also Step by Step. Okay, so Step by Step is about, you know, it's kind of like a modern day Brady Bunch where you have Patrick Duffy and Suzanne Summers, and they each have 3 kids, and they get together. So they're step children by each other. So the name is Step by Step because you have like these step siblings by each other, but the whole family moves forward step by step. You know, so it's like you have this mixed family of step siblings, you know, and you know these two people that are on their second marriages, you know, going forward. So you have step siblings moving, you know, so you have step siblings by each other, literally step by step, while you're moving forward step by step. What other Miller Boyette sitcoms had those? And I'm trying to think of another ambiguous name. That's, I think, where they kind of trailed off with that, at least in terms of my recollection. I mean, Miller Boyette didn't do this. He had Home Improvement that was about, you know, like a guy who did home improvement, but then he was also working on improving his family relations, hence the name Home Improvement. You know, so. But yeah, really, for like the late 80s, early 90s, Miller Boyette, they killed it on ambiguous names for their shows and quality opening credits. How many students watch your live stream? Well, at least Zach does, you know. So, good times, good times. Well, I've ranted for about 30 minutes about you know, the alleged new Dragon Ball anime, pro wrestling rumors, and sitcoms. You know, I wonder if we'll get in trouble for showing the opening to Going Places. You know what? Screw it. Let's just do it, man. What's the worst thing gonna happen? They're gonna take my live stream down. All right, so here's Miss Cleo. She's just doing her thing here.
Hear her. So I don't want your wife either. And tell her.
King of Queens. Yeah, that was a good one.
To always write down because she is glad to be talking.
So, and you're having dreams about her also?
And my wife's having some really vivid ones. She's actually become scared of the dark in the last week.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying to you.
We could just do a watch along with Miss Cleo.
Tell her not to be afraid. The sister is just trying to provide information that Tell her to wake up in the morning.
Man, I really want to call this phone number.
Okay, baby, because there is.
Dude, I wonder what would happen if I called this phone number. It can't possibly exist anymore. You know what? Screw it. We're doing it. We're calling this phone number here. All right. You know what? Because I got a landline. Yeah. See this phone? See this phone? It's real. It's a real phone. We're calling Miss Cleo here, even though she's dead. Let's see what happens here. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna probably get scared and hang up. 1-800-416-7261. Hang on, I'm doing it. There's like nothing here. I don't know if you can hear it. It's saying the call didn't go through. Your call did not go through. I don't know if you can hear it. It's just saying the call didn't go through. Oh, that's too bad. Well, we tried. You know, what are we gonna do? So, a lot of the times you'll see people like try to call these like 1-900 numbers and 1-800 numbers, but they don't work because they're on cell phones. But I have like a legit landline in my room. In fact, I have 2 landlines in my room. I have this phone here, which is really a pretty cool phone. And then I have a Swatch double phone over there in the corner, which like the base is also a phone. I can show you. It's like right here. Like this is a phone, but then like the bottom of the phone is also a phone. So it's like if you wanted to. So I have like 3 landlines in my game room, in addition to the cell phone that I'm taping on. So, but yeah, cell phone does Miss Cleo's number doesn't work anymore. So, you know, it would have been hilarious if her ghost picked up the phone. You know, I interviewed her on my talk show. You need to check that out. So.
And you were just, and things slowed down in June, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Money got tight too.
Well, let me tell you about June.
Mm-hmm.
I changed jobs in June.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, money was tight then.
Mm-hmm. But you're fine. Look at here. Your 10 of Cups is in a positive position. Your 9 of Cups.
So, just for the record, Miss Cleo's not Jamaican. And the Cleo character is a character she made in, like, a play where she, like, basically ditched she kind of, like, left with the cash and drove across the country, you know? So she's, like, a total con person. But the warm memories of the turn of the millennium, you know, kind of keep us going here.
And you're getting a little bit tired of being.
This is actually a real radio show that she's on. I've looked into it. Like apparently, this radio show is like just kind of starting out, and I guess the Miss Cleo people said, "Hey, can we do an infomercial on your radio show?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And here we are. So.
It still hurts.
Yes.
Okay. So what I need, and that's why you're making that choice to be by yourself right now.
That's true.
You understand me? So avoidance is what you're doing, but you're lonely at the same time, baby cakes. And I know.
Wow, Miss Cleo, it's like you've known me my whole life.
That we will not go into on the radio. Dot. You understand me?
Yeah.
When you fall in love, Amy, you lose yourself. Okay? You have
Wow,
friends telling you,
wow,
you know
that's
what, the
deep,
mind is
man.
emotionally
When you
abusing
fall
to
in love, you
empower.
lose
And you
yourself.
couldn't get out
Never
of it.
heard anything that profound before.
That hit the nail on the
Yeah.
head.
Okay, baby.
Thanks for calling, Amy.
Oh, thank you.
Bye bye, baby.
It's tough to tell somebody that, isn't it? To give them that kind of insight.
But I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing people can count on. You come to Cleo just gonna give it to you real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cleo keeps it real.
Truthful.
Miss Cleo totally keeps it real. All right, I'm sure I'm probably alienating viewers by the second here. I'm telling you, I mean, if this was 2000, you could have found true love, but sadly, this number is not connected anymore. So we should just do a live stream where we call 1-800 numbers from old infomercials and see if they still work.
Yeah, I'm just really nervous.
Don't be nervous. Breathe. Miss Cleo no bite. All right. It's okay.
And like Miss Cleo no bite unless you want her to. And then all of a sudden the phone clicks and you hear. All right. Well, we'll hear Miss Cleo do this one more reading, and then we'll watch the opening to Going Places and play some Final Fantasy 15.
All right. Hold on, let's take a look here. But your mom had been under medical treatment for a while, had she not?
Yes.
There was also treatment for a mental stress disorder. At the end, your mother became
I like
extremely
Miss Cleo tarot
paranoid.
cards. You know, the really fun thing would be if she like turns the tarot card and it's Onslaught from Marvel vs. Capcom. That would be
The shift in
good
the
stuff. So
medication, someone did not make the change in what she was supposed to be taking. And the
Cleo
evening
will
time,
amaze you.
Yes.
They didn't find a whole heap of the stuff. She was just on so many bottles. There was, I mean, her whole body was toxic, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So it's not that they were even able to say to you, it looks like there was an excessive amount. They couldn't say that
No, they didn't.
because it was not a suicide fishy. You understand me? I'm looking at all the bottles.
Is that a thing
and
that
I'm telling you,
Jamaican
there must have
people
been
say? They call
15 to
people
17
fishy?
bottles
Like
of
what?
medication I'm looking at it in
Like,
one given
I
point
don't know.
in time.
Yeah.
I mean, is it? I'm not
Probably
Jamaican.
some
I
of the
don't
women
know.
Didn't
I'm
cross over
a
and leave us earlier.
I'm a
Understand
bald
me?
Italian
Because she
man
was also having
living in
a problem
upstate
with
New
the ulcer.
York,
Yeah.
Okay.
watching
What I'm
Miss
hearing
Cleo
is that it was not
infomercials from
suicide.
the early
What I am hearing
2000s
is that it was human error and that they did not
on a
monitor
TV from the
this
early
medication.
2000s. We go for total authenticity on the Noel ComiX
You know
YouTube
what?
channel
I
here.
hear her. You have a picture of her. There are two pictures actually. There's one that is kind of crinkled somewhere, and it looks like it's on top of a dresser. You see the little crinkled picture? It's bent at the corner. Okay, is that one on top of the dresser?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, this is making me want to try the number again. You know, I don't know.
Ashamed of she. Okay? Because you know what she's talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. She does not hold that against you, and she's not upset, baby. All right?
Yeah.
Okay? Because she is in heaven. You have no need for worry.
So this girl's
Bye-bye.
crazy dead mother is not ashamed of her for being ashamed of her crazy dead mother.
Not only in this room, but the production studio across the hall, and people who are lining the halls listening, and everybody. I think you blew everybody away.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
I can't explain this.
If you're a skeptic, I want you to convince yourself for free. Listen to Cleo. It's time to try your free reading right now.
How can anyone be skeptical after
I mean, I'm certainly not skeptical. At first, I was skeptical, but now I'm like I said, I tried to call, and you know.
And experience it yourself.
Hey, babies, it's me, Miss Cleo. Big things are going on at my new website. By logging on
We could try going to MissCleo.com.
our journey begins.
Click on it, sex with animals.
And get a free interactive reading online.
Immediately X out of it, you know.
Your cards, they never lie. It's a 21st century tarot reading. Get your free horoscopes every day. Get your love compatibility match. Send free online.
I'm gonna be filming. I know I keep saying this. Next Monday, I have school off. Not next Monday, like the day after tomorrow, like Columbus Day Monday. We're gonna watch the Going Places opening now. So Santino and I are definitely gonna do a new episode of the Noel Show, and stay tuned for that. I know I keep saying I'm gonna do a new episode, but I actually have time on Monday, so I'm gonna do one. Going Places, brand new faces, Going Places sitcom. Here's a full stereo opening here. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for watching this, but it's so good. Want to play Minecraft? I actually don't have Minecraft. Well, my son has it on the Switch. But thank you for offering. I'm gonna try to beat Final Fantasy 15 or get close to it tonight. He was cousin Elliot on Charles in Charge and Mr. Mac, the cult leader on Boy Meets World. And I'm telling you, man, this is like when sitcoms used to have like anime style openings here. Here's the cool closing credits. This is another thing they always had. Miller Boy at sitcoms, they always had like these. It would always pan out like into the sky, like the people in their show were like part of this. It was moving. They were both an ingredient of the thing that they were in, but it's also showing the stuff beyond them. And I like how they're like jogging kind of toward their destiny on the coast, So yeah, it's good stuff. So, all right, we should probably play some video games here. Although I wonder if the statute of limitations has expired on going places. We could probably just watch that too. Another really good. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you the opening to the sitcom that I show my Sunday school students. I've talked about this before. It's a late '80s sitcom that was early on Fox. It was called Second Chance, and it had Matthew Perry from Friends. And I'll just show you here. It's all explained in the opening here. And I'm such a fan of this show, I actually ordered a promotional cast photo off the internet, and I have it framed and hanging in my game room. So I'm that level of committed to Second Chance. So if you take it out of the back of the frame, there's a little blurb about the show, but why waste time on me explaining it when it's all explained in the opening credits? So hold on a second here. Open our Second Chance framed cast photo on top of my Rob Liefeld Avengers comic, because that's the kind of guy that I am. So all right, here was our remote. Gonna go here, and we're gonna clear it up, and we're gonna do Second Chance sitcom. Where's the... Oh, look, it's my video. I actually have a video where I discuss this. I want to see, like, someone uploaded a high-quality version of the pilot recently. This show also accurately predicted the death of Gaddafi, so... Someone made a playlist here. I hope they didn't take down the new episode. Hang on, sitcom. Sonny's creepy shoot interviews. Episode 1. There's some weird other Second Chance show. Screw it. Pilot full. Well, whatever. Let's just watch this version here. So this is 2011 as imagined in 1987.
Where am I?
Becky Sue, I am St. Peter.
You mean I'm dead?
As a doornail. Oh, I know. It's a show.
But I can't be dead. I just won the Miss America pageant.
Well, I'm afraid that during your victory walk, the first runner-up tripped you and you fell off the runway.
I don't know, my Xbox is going to turn off in 5 minutes. We spent so much time watching Miss Cleo and random 80s sitcom openings.
Now, if you walk with me over here, your life will be judged.
Does that gold door lead to heaven?
Yes, and that red door leads to...
H-E double hockey stick?
Damn right.
This show is so underrated. It was really funny, and you know, it was just came along at a time on a small network like Fox was at the time, and it was like, you know, all these like asshole critics were like, oh, you know, stuff has to be real, you know, so we keep it real. Like, yeah, it's bullshit. So nothing on television is real. Even the stuff that says it's real is like extra fake because it's pretending it's real when it's not. Whereas a show like this knows it's not real, and it's really hitting on people's real aspirations, you know, so. Oh, look, the beauty queen gets to go to heaven. Now, I'm telling you, Gaddafi died in 2011 in a hail of gunfire, and that's how he dies on the show.
Congratulations, Becky Sue. Have a happy eternity.
You know, that's Hillary Clinton for you, though, so.
Ah, Colonel Gaddafi.
Stacey Keenan is from Step by Step.
Dead at last.
Watch one of my videos for the ultimate, the ultimate Noel vortex.
You're dead. You're quite dead. Completely dead. That's something you're just going to have to live with. You never could take a joke. And now it's time for you to be judged. Step up, please.
That's what happens when you're a dictator who's unaccountable. You think you're above the law, but
It means, sir, that you can go to hell. Oh, come on, you must have known it was coming. Very few parents these days are naming their kids Muammar. Colonel Gaddafi, hear me. Because you have ordered the death
you know what's really
of innocent
dumb
people by
is they tried to like retool this show. Have I played Mortal Kombat 1? I have not played the new Mortal Kombat reboot yet. It definitely looks interesting, and I'm excited that they got Johnny Cage being played by Jean-Claude Van Damme, at least in terms of the 3D renders. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. They tried to retool this show into a show called Boys Will Be Boys, where they kind of like took out the religious stuff, and it really was not as funny. The show is just very bland.
Hello, Charles.
The whole like, the premise of the show, it's gonna get explained in a second, but it was clever.
Well, if you are, I've made a terrible mistake.
What's going on? The last I remember, I was driving my hover car on the Santa Monica Flyway.
Speeding, right?
I was late.
Yes, well, now you are the late Charles Russell.
I'm dead. I'm really dead? I'll be damned.
Yes, you probably will be. Well, let's find out. Charles Russell, your life will now be judged to determine where you spend eternity.
Oh, boy. You know what, Peter?
What?
I wish I I could just...
I mean, for all you guys know, I am playing a video game, and this is a Sega CD game, so...
Well, it's too late now.
Gotcha. Well, here goes nothing.
Oh no, he's in the middle.
I don't believe it, Charlie boy. You're a blue lifer. Is that good? A blue light means You're not good enough for heaven and not bad enough for hell. Let me put it another way. If you were music, you'd be Barry Manilow.
I mean, Barry Manilow's okay, which is what the joke is, you know. He's just kind of in the middle.
Do I spend eternity singing Mandy?
Well, Charles, your wish has been granted. The blue light means that you get, guess what? What? A second chance. Isn't that nice? Come with me. There he goes again. We better go this way.
Ah, Venice, California, home of Hulk Hogan.
This is the house I grew up in.
That's right. We've gone back in time. The year is 1987.
24 years ago. Wow, wood.
The date is September 26th. Do you remember this day?
Should I?
Well, on this day, you did something that changed your life and also the type of person you became.
I think I remember what you mean.
Well, Charles, now you have a chance to correct that mistake.
Oh, look, it's the mom from The Karate Kid. She's the best around, and nothing's ever gonna keep her down.
Peter, she's so young.
Who are you talking to?
She can't see or hear me, just you.
Who are you?
Well, don't just stand there, Charles. Say hello to yourself.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Charles,
All right. Yeah, this show's great. Actually, fun fact. I actually Instagram messaged. I don't know why it's still playing the opening, but I'll listen to it again for another few seconds here. I gotta go back again. Okay. So the kid at the end of the opening, who was like kind of sitting back in a chair and fell back, I actually messaged him on Instagram. Like I direct messaged him. I slid into his DMs, and with nothing inappropriate. But I just said, how much I enjoyed the show, and he was like, "Wow, like nobody remembers this show." So I also messaged the mom, and she didn't get back to me. But that one, I think it was like Damian Slade was his name, and he just said, like, thanks, man. It's like no one ever says this to me, so thanks a lot. So it was cool, but yeah, sadly that show, it just didn't connect with enough people in 1987, and it sadly was canceled. But it was an original, fun idea. It just I don't know. There was I just think too many people that were too into wanting to shift things from idealistic to more I don't know, faux real. And this apparently was a show. So the premise of the show is he's the dead version of this guy, but he has to travel back in time to try to advise his younger self to make better life choices so that he can then go to heaven. So cool. Well, we've done things a little backwards. A lot of the times on the live streams, we start out, doing a little bit of a, half an hour intro. Then we watch, then we like play video games for a few hours. and then we closed watching YouTube. But today we started off watching YouTube, so we'll hit some Final Fantasy 15 right now. And actually, before we do Final Fantasy 15, every procrastination in the book. Let's refill my coffee here. So yeah, Second Chance, just good stuff. Going Places, also good stuff. Going Places was on in 1990. Second Chance was on in 1987. And it was kind of a launch vehicle for Matthew Perry on the fledgling Fox network that recently aligned itself with Joan Rivers, a permanent guest host of The Tonight Show. Oh, you know what else is really cool? Something fell. I have leftover East Side Bakery right here. Late night streaming never tasted so good. Am I going to the Retro Game Con? Where is it? I'm interested. Where and when? I'm a friend of mine ended up with an Atari 2600, and he said he's going to send it my way, so the ColecoVision's going to get a friend. All right. I'm just trying to take a look at this screen. It's like way too crooked here. There we go. Up a little. No. Sorry. This probably isn't that fun to watch. Me adjusting my camera. All right. Good enough. Play some Final Fantasy 15. All right. So, where we last left off, I was running around this city that had been infected with this plague that turned people into demons. The guy behind it's this guy named Arden, who's like anciently connected to my royal bloodline. He was unfairly cast out of it, and now he's in this weird situation where he's acting as a villain because that's now his new destiny, apparently, and just general unpleasantness and climactic excitement. One thing about Arden, he's like an evil British hobo. Like, that's, I don't know why Nomura wanted to design a character that looked like that, but here we go. October 7th and 8th in Syracuse. 7th, I actually have a gig at a wedding. I'm going to be doing caricatures at a wedding for a good chunk of that day. So the 7th is out, but possibly the 8th. Yeah, that would be, although I'm not going to have any money. So I got to pay daycare for my daughter this month. But I don't know. How many retro game conventions are there in a year? What, like one? So. Other question. Where did I put my coffee? Hold on. It's across the room. I'll be right back. Oh, no. Here we go. Never mind. I'm all old now. Or older. World of Ruin. Reunite with the others. Can I talk to the doggy? I guess the doggy says... Anyone else want some of this new bearded Noctis right here? In a dark world of constant tar. It's like that one Aqua Teen Hunger Force where Shake lost his PDA or his PDS or whatever, and no, his PDA. Tone berries. Oh shit. And they like went on that like ride, that like boat ride through the Trenton tar pits. That's the world we live in right now. Final boss is Dracula Bus, the bus of the undead. Where is that? I can pretty much one-shot these things with my magic, though, so... Hobgoblins... So, I was watching kind of a lore video on Final Fantasy 15 since I've played the game in such a disjointed order of things, and you know, there's definitely been some like chapter DLCs that kind of fill in some of the blanks of some things, which I have not played. I'm just playing through the kind of vanilla story, which again is fine by me. But I'm definitely interested in checking out that demake that they did of it as well. Or should I say chibified version. Really interesting. Got a nice creepy abandoned world here. I like my dog buddy. Level 84, okay. That's too rich for my blood there. I gotta go through here though. I think I'm out of the danger zone right there. Yeah, I'm sorry for not fighting a level 84 bad guy here. See if anything new's happening in the chat. Do I have Splinter Cell on the PS1? I do not have Splinter Cell. I have Metal Gear Solid, obviously. You know what? I take that back. I think I might have Splinter Cell on the PlayStation Mini. But I don't have an actual hard cartridge of it. Remedy, remedy. It's getting the ether here. Another remedy here. These things are apparently like weak against magic, strong against weapons here. Or sorry, the backwards here. Damn it. I think I can beat this guy if I just keep moving here. Maybe not. Yeah, let's just book it here. This game always had such a kind of a ASMR hiking quality to it, you know. It's like me when I see a 7th grader, like, but they're now a senior in high school. Hey John, how's it going, buddy? Actually, we just watched some YouTube. We watched some Miss Cleo, we watched some 80s sitcoms. We complained about anime and pro wrestling and the comic books, and now we're playing Final Fantasy. So I've been asleep for 10 years.
基本的にはレスタルムです。ハンマーヘッドにもちょくちょく。工場まだあそこにあるんですよ。シドニーさんが作業に出向く時の護衛や荷物運びですね。
I gotta get my coffee.
皆さんハンマーヘッドの近くにいるそうなんで、そこで合流することになりました。ノクティス様の姿が消えてしまってから完全に夜だけになったんです。明かりはレスタルムのメテオだけが頼りで、人はだいたいそこに集まってます。他の場所は死骸に襲われることが増えたんで廃墟になってるとこばかりですよ。ハンマーヘッドも整理工場としてはほとんど開くことないんですけど、死骸退治の拠点にも使われたりで人は出入りしてて、一応まだ店やってるってのは本当に珍しいんです。シロは生きてるの？生きてますよ。でも何度か体調崩して最近ちょっと元気がないです。レスタルムに引っ越したからかな。工場ともども移動するって話もあったんですが、工場だけがあの場所にって大騒ぎでした。 あれの場所が変わったら別物なんだって。まあそう言えそうだ。シドニーさんも気にしてないから工場はしばらくあの場所かな。今のシドさんはイグニスさんの届ける新鮮な魚料理だけが楽しみみたいです。死骸が増えてやっぱりいろんなところで被害もあって、今はイリスとコル将軍が中心になって死骸退治を各地で請け負ってます。グラディオさんたちはしょっちゅうそこの手伝いをしてますよ。特にプロンプトはハンマーヘッド中心に。でも今シドニーさん仕事なんだからな。イグニス言ってます。最初はみんな止めたんですけど、どうせ暗闇だから目が見えても意味ないって。見えないものか。そうですね。でもイグニスさんはだいたい一人で平気って感じです。実際グラディオさんやプロンプトも3人常に一緒って感じではないんですよ。それぞれ仕事を受けてて一緒の時もあるし、そうじゃない時もある感じで。
Interesting. This kind of reminds me of like Final Fantasy IV, where it like really picked up at the end and you're on the moon.
着きましたよ。皆さん本当に喜ぶでしょうね。あ、僕はもう少しここにいますので、もし何か聞きたい時にはいつでも話しかけてください。
Ah, thank you, John.
Oh. 何が王だ。ずいぶん遅かったじゃねえかよ。
ノクター、本当に帰ってきたんだな。
待ちくたびれたぞ。悪かったな。話が中で聞こう。
Not to be insulting to Noctis here, but he was asleep for 10 years and that's all the beard he grew. You know, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I'm a little concerned about heading into the final battle here. I don't know what level I'm supposed to be at. It's good to see the old crew, though, here. Ah. Gonna have to sell some stuff here. I'll sell that. One-handed sword infused with holy light. It's deadly when used against demons. Gear. No, I said gear, not quests. Noctis. Ragnarok. Yeah, that sounds a good idea there. Sounds like he's already pretty well equipped here. Sorry, buddy. If there's anything else to buy over here, I'm assuming probably. Or how much? I'm assuming that sword that I bought is going to be good for helping me level up. Have I ever thought about voice acting? Dude, I would love to voice act. Oh, got my doggy. I just, you know, I love dogs. I don't want to get one. I don't want to have to deal with losing it. See if anything's up here. Nope. Maybe. How do I get out of here? Well, actually, it wasn't here. Anything? I guess not. Running around in the dark with my friends in a post-apocalyptic future. I can't get out that way. This live stream is just going to be me running around in circles here. Which, I mean, should come as no shock to anyone here. Whoa. I mean, there's the weapon shop again. Gas station. Anything in here? I'll sell as much of this stuff as I can here. Chrome bit. Sell it all. Imperial Medal of Honor. Let's try to sell as much of this as possible and then try to stock up on the items that I need. Broken Harmonica. That was the name of my R&B album. I'm sadly lying, I don't have an R&B album. If I did, it'd probably be called The Chocolate Factory. Actually, it'd be called The White Chocolate Factory. Actually, it'd be called The Garlic Factory. Oh, you helped me. You know some people in the industry. Interesting. Ooh. Didn't mean to jiggle the old camera there. High elixir. Those remedies are good. I should buy some, stack on some ether. Yeah, it's gonna just about do it. You know, I'm not really much into mobile gaming, but I have downloaded, I think I talked about this Lunar Silver Star Story on my phone. And it's good stuff. That is some good looking camp pizza right there. After 10 long years, Noctis is reunited with his friends. Breaking camp for the final time, they return to the crowned city of Insomnia, where the chosen king will make his stand and restore light to the world. Hopefully. Or fail to do so. Just loading on up here.
戻ってきちまったか。
ようやくね。
待ち望んでいたんだがな。
本当。
最後まで付き合ってくれ。
あ、もちろん。
当たり前だ。全部終わりにしよう。まだそんなガキっぽいことしてんのか。
頼むよ、ノクト。
Let's test out this sword here. Not too shabby. Yeah, I could totally see having fun going through a new game plus with all these new skills and whatnot.
今の俺らなら何にでも勝てんじゃない。
It's very dramatic music here. I wonder what it would, you know, sound like if they used the opening theme song to a different world instead. Yeah. I know my parents love me. It's a different world than where you come from. Yes, it is. This is why I'm never going to be allowed to make a video game. Man, just keep warp striking this thing here. Remedy, not this. Phoenix. High elixir. LT. I'm trying to hit the left trigger. Saying Armiger, right? Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. Come on, Iggy. High legs or gladius. Left trigger, isn't it like the left trigger like this one right here? I'm hitting it and it's just a summon. Remedy. Oh, we have a frog. Wait, it's kiss, not kiss there. This thing is getting close to being down here. I almost got him. Actually, no, I don't, but we're getting there. Phoenix down. I think I did it. Mama. So like I charged up and then I hit my attack here. should try to rest after that. Is there a bed down here? No. Why does it keep saying there's a bed here? Where is the bed? There's the lightning thing. Lightning inventory's full. Like, I'm literally right above the bed. Where is it? Unless I can't actually go night-night. Da-da-da. Would I like help with being a voice actor? Sure. Anything in here? No. Where is it? Oh, troopers here. Nah, I try to better get my friends up here. Damn. Seems like burning up all my friends here. Pretty sure I'm under-leveled for this part of the game, but we'll work it out here. Getting it. Got it. Good deal. Well, that was a well-deserved fight here. I'll give my friend Andrew a shout and see if he knows what he can do. Okay. Yeah, voice acting. Yeah, I mean, I am a cartoon character already, so it'd be a real natural transition. Oh, goody, Black Fawn. Damn it, I'm out of Phoenix Stones. So I can just like get these guys from the corner here. Gonna be the sniper. Ether. There we go. Sword's pretty effective against this thing here. Here's the last one. This thing's going down here. I missed the parry. You get it? There we go.
迷いがないな。王の貫禄ってやつか。
The ball has started to roll. All right, well, hopefully it all works out. Oh, here we go. Things are really weak against magic, so that's definitely helping. What else we got here? So yeah, I'm running around in an abandoned mall, which is, I'm totally down for that. Some vaporwave going here. Yeah, Core's looking like Brett Favre on the Vikings here.
どうしてここに俺たちはずっと戦い続けてきた。いつかお前が王が帰る日のために。この先が俺たちの拠点だ。もうここしか残ってはいないがな。こっちだ。
Wow, this is like a post-apocalyptic yoga studio here.
みんな喜べ。王が帰還なされた。よくお戻りだ。王よ、この日を一日先週の思いでお待ちしておりました。我が同胞、勇敢な戦士たち、よくここまで耐えてきたな。感謝する。みんな苦労のかけだ。闇が世界を覆っても俺たちの心まで覆い尽くせはしない。大切な人を失ったとしても未来まで失ったわけではない。
Yeah, you know, Noctis, he's a cool guy.
未来のため最後まで戦い失われた光を取り返す。全ては王のために。全ては王のために。ウィスはどうも帰ってきたな。 つの王だ。
Explore the base. Gonna pause this here, and I'm going to get a little late night snack. Oh, whoa! This this phone holder thing, it always like swirls around like crazy. Well, we got to a pretty decent part there. Maybe we should table Final Fantasy 15 for now, pop in a quick fighting game, and then do some, you know, I don't know, something, some more VHS tapes or something or other. So we'll, you know, I don't know, eat a muffin. So, from the East Side Bakery, which is apparently now under new ownership, but the old owners are still hanging in there, so they're just kind of transitioning to the new owners. By the way, if you ever are in Cortland, go to the East Side Bakery on Elm Street where dreams come true. Located roughly across the street from the Bright Orange Korean restaurant. It is almost 1 on the East Coast. I think probably got time for... We'll make a run on some fighting game. Oh, hey, it's Michael who interviewed me about 9/11. Yeah. Mike was cool. Interviewed me about 9/11. I shared some of my thoughts about that. The big takeaway from 9/11 in my experience was, you know, people went from being very cynical to being unconditionally obedient and patriotic like that. Like someone like flipped a switch. And it was very odd to see. And that shift to being, you know, obedient and patriotic, I think led to the government not being held accountable by its own people. And that led to it led to things like the Iraq War, which were completely illegal. And the Afghan War, which was, I think, in retrospect, obviously, but even someone at the time could see potentially, you know, if you had treated the response to 9/11 more like a criminal investigation or like apprehending terrorists than doing a full-blown military occupation, that would have been much better. What's the most interesting point in history to you? Well, to me, I mean, for me, what do I find interesting historically? I really enjoy Soviet history, and you know, the Soviet experiment in terms of, you know, how did people live? What were the ideals? What was the reality? And everything in between. I find Russian and Soviet history very interesting. But I also really like American history, particularly as it relates to the Cold War and the 20th century. Because there's a lot of innovation in terms of propagandizing people through the media, and at the same time, people projecting their ideals into the media. So you have, on the one hand, mass culture being used as a reflection for the ideals of the working class, while at the other hand, the media and mass culture is also being used to create a certain kind of social order, and there's kind of a negotiation that kind of takes place subconsciously and consciously in that process, and I find it very interesting. You know, I guess you could say my favorite historian commentator of American history in the 20th century is Noam Chomsky, but he's less of a, he's a historian, but he's less of a historian and more of a social and political polemicist and activist. My favorite, like, orthodox historian would be Eugene Genovese, because he did some really excellent histories on the American South. What do I think the most corrupt government in the world is right now? I don't know. I mean, every government is corrupt in its own ways. And it's hard for me to speak to, you know, what life is like in other countries that I don't live in. I think the United States makes money on perpetual war, and I think that's horrible. And I'm afraid it's going to come and hurt us domestically. Can we have a bite of that? Yes, there you go. Yum, yum, yum. I mean, obviously, North Korea is stuck in the 1930s. Is stuck in 1930s Russia, with, it seems like, some breakthroughs of kind of, 20th century stuff a little later in the 20th century in terms of the culture and things. But it seems to be kind of an orthodox totalitarian society. I mean, obviously, there's the whole Russia-Ukraine situation, and it seems like the Ukrainian government is, is shifting to a kind of a in its own mind, a necessary war authoritarianism, to try to keep stability in its country, whereas Russia is seem to have amped up its authoritarianism in order to keep its country stable during its war effort. That there needs to be a peace deal immediately, in my opinion, and I don't know how we can actually, I don't know the total details, but it's got to be pursued and hammered out, or else nothing good can come from keeping that war going, in my opinion. And I say that with a lot of love and respect to my Ukrainian students, who I would never want to do anything other than support, and the same with their families. But yeah, I want a stable world where there can be both geopolitical security in Eastern Europe and dignity for all the countries involved in that conflict. And the sooner there's peace, the quicker you can get toward that. If you were to be any other type of teacher, what would you be? Probably an art teacher. I really enjoyed teaching high school art. I was a long-term sub for high school art at the high school. And I loved that job. And the only reason I didn't finish out the year was because they, literally with 3 weeks left in the school year, found a certified teacher. And so I went from doing a job that I really liked for 3 months to the last few weeks just having to go back to regular subbing. And but yeah, there were times I thought about actually trying to get a teaching degree. I'd be lenient in what I'd make them draw. Yeah, I mean, the main reason I don't want to be an art teacher is because 7th grade art sucks. Teaching it. I have subbed for. I mean, I guess it all depends on what kind of teacher you are. Teachers find ways to project themselves into the content to make it interesting, but there have been times that I subbed for 7th grade art, and it was just bratty kids running around with access to X-Acto knives, and it's that does not sound fun. But the other problem about teaching 7th grade art is I feel like there would be a bad adult to student ratio, because if you've got one teacher in the room and that teacher's circulating around the classroom trying to help kids with things one-on-one, and that's the majority of what the class is, and you've got kids goofing off and stuff, I could see that being wearing thin in a hurry. But at the same time, teachers tend to find ways to adapt to things, but high school art is cool. And if I was an art teacher, I would, I try to find different types of assignments, things that would examine design and rhythm, things that would teach life drawing, things that would show how you build up from something simple to something complex, you know, that kind of thing. Make them do. It's having access to knives sounds dangerous. Oh, it is. Blueberry muffin never tasted so good. All right. Back to gaming. Sorry about that. Shaky camera stuff. Okay. I think we're okay to go home here. What to play? I don't want to position our good old camera here. Alright, that works. KOF 2003. Don't really want to play anymore. Final Fantasy 15 Comrades. I have no idea what that is. Knight's Tale. Is that the Final Fantasy? Did I download the chibi version of that? I don't even know what the Knight's Tale is. Guardian Heroes, Battle Coliseum. Stranger of Sword City. Killer Instinct. The Lion King. KOF 2001. You know what? Let's play this weird galaxy fight game here. Kind of just tilt that a little there. Sunsoft. The future's now. SNK. All right, here we go. Man, this is a cool 90s aesthetic game. Nothing like cool 90s clothes and Sheena Easton in a thong with karate skills. man, I barely lost. I know none of the controls here. Man. There we go. We got him. All right, one more. I'm gonna work my range here. There we go. I can't believe it. Done in by a woman. And what a woman. Thoughts on Tekken? I love it. Hang on, I see something going on in the chat here. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Hold on. Like, out of topics, the school focuses you to teach kids. What's your favorite topic to cover? My favorite topic to cover in social studies? Well, in my curriculum, I'd probably say the American Civil War. And then, you know, just in general, I like to teach the Cold War. But I really kind of, I like teaching history because it deals with people's ideals and interests. And to me, that's what history is. History is about, it's a story of the past that shows continuity and change over time that's driven by people seeking their ideals and interests. And that's, oh, my least favorite thing to teach history-wise? I don't know. I don't really have a least favorite thing. I mean, it's there's nothing that I don't, there's not anything that I teach that I don't like. The thing I don't enjoy about teaching is just dealing with bratty kids. Like, dealing with a hostile environment is, I mean, it's manageable, but it's not fun. You know, like the thing I don't like about teaching is just the grind of just having to go in every day and know that there is a good possibility that some kid is just going to make your job difficult just because they have nothing better to do. You know, like, that's not fun. So that would be my least favorite part about teaching, you know, like, just, you know, people that would just come in and just like say, oh, well, you know, I'm in this class, but I'm going to pretend it's not going on, you know, fuck you, man, you know, like, that's the least enjoyable part about teaching. But in terms of like the stuff that I teach, I mean, there's nothing that I dislike, you know. I mean, history's history, so. You almost want to make the knives dual. I mean, what? What games do I have that are 2-player? I got a lot of games, man. I got a lot of fighting games. Most of my 2-player games, I would say, would be fighting games of the Street Fighter, Neo Geo variety. But I have a lot of video games. But I do have a lot of one player games too. I'd say the majority of my video game collection consists of Japanese games that would be fighting, 2D platformers, role playing games, and visual novels. But there would also be some pretty, kind of mainstream American games in there too, that would be interesting, like Mortal Kombat, the 2D ones especially, Fortnite, NBA Jam, those kinds of things. So, yeah, that would be kind of the answer to that question. My thoughts on Tekken are that Tekken is really good. I'm 20 streams away from 250. Yeah, that is pretty good. Yeah, no, I don't know. But Tekken's really good. I like Virtua Fighter a lot, but I feel that Tekken's emphasis on story and the increasing accessibility of its gameplay has made it be the premier 3D fighting game on the planet. My favorite Tekken game is Tekken Tag 2. That is, I think, the most robust roster, the really good costume customization, and just the flow and smoothness of the gameplay, the high responsiveness coupled with all the characters, the pretty music, the pretty character designs. It's I think the best Tekken game, Tekken Tag 2 on the PlayStation 3. And that's a game I've had so much fun with. But this game is fun, but I feel like we need to do a little Street Fighter Alpha 3 before we move on to our VHS tapes here. My thoughts on Smash Bros. I really like Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, and I like playing as Cloud. Santino loves that game. He beat the story mode on his own. I did not go through the story mode on the new Smash Brothers, but Santino did, and he was very proud of himself, and I'm proud of him. And but I like to play as Cloud. I love Sonic, but he's too slippery, and I wonder if that was done by design. Nintendo making the Sega character, not at his best. I had a friend that came over and he wanted to make the screen, Alright. Can I get wallpaper on here? Arcade. Yeah, that works. Ooh, that's actually kind of a cool look here. I've never really been a big person for filters, but I actually really do like this arcade filter here. This is, in my opinion, the best 2D one-on-one fighting game. I like Alpha 2, but I don't really understand people who say it's better than Alpha 3, because it's just not. Like, that Sunsoft fighter I was playing was fine. Like, it wasn't bad at all, but, like, I mean, this game is just buttery smooth controls and really good anime graphics here. Stop. Yes, sir. Alright, I want to see original. What? Can I get wallpaper on? Wasn't there like a wall? Oh, border. Here it is. There it is. That's what I want. I had a friend come over and he was like, "It's distracting. I want it full screen and stretched out." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But I prefer this here. Come on. Yeah. Double knockout. I messed that up. There we go. Yes, sir. Do you like Kazuya and Smash? He's okay. I haven't played enough as him to have a real opinion. Cloud is my guy. I really wish Tekken Cross Street Fighter had come out. Street Fighter Cross Tekken is, I think, a deeply underrated game. If for some reason people like act like it's not a good game, and it makes no sense because it is. Have I played Mario Strikers? No. Any two-player games that are PS5 or Xbox you'd be willing to play? Yeah, I'd play any game like this that's two-player. I don't really know. You know, I'd have to go take a Tekken 8 for sure, you know. I know that's coming out. I'm going to end up having to get an Xbox, or not Xbox, a PS5 because of the new Final Fantasy. Like, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to get it. I really want to get another Switch because I want another Switch I can hook up to the TV. Because Santino's always playing the Switch that goes on the TV, and, you know, the Switch Lite is cool, but I want another Switch for the TV. I need a Switch so I can have my own Switch and play Smash on it. Yeah. Yeah, Smash is great. Wasn't there a Smash tournament at the youth center today? Maybe they were announcing it on like homeroom headlines and stuff. Cortland Junior Senior High is a pretty good esports club. I think they've placed now nationally in Smash Brothers tournaments. Oof. Ah! I was hoping I could beat him to it. Ropes guard. There we go. Sorry. I hate jiggling the camera. Mario Strikers is a Mario soccer game where you earn credits. Nice. MBIDK. What is MB? Marion Barry. Mario Brothers? I don't know. Yes, I do have Fist of a God. Come on. Alright, this will be the last fight on here, and then I'm gonna go to the VHS tapes here. Unless I lose, and then I might change my mind. I don't know. Yeah, that didn't go well. Yeah, it didn't work out. I'm gonna try one more time. You think Mario Strikers is fun? It looks fun. Alright, I gotta one more time and then VHS and then going to bed. There we go. Darn it! Alright, final round. Darn it. Ah, well. Good times. Alright. Well, time to check out some VHS tapes before we go to bed. No. I think in this case, discretion is going to be the better part of valor. My thoughts on Smash games like Brawlhalla. I haven't played it. I have seen some Smash clone games. DON is a cool one for PS2 that I have a burned copy of, and it's a Dragon Ball One Piece Naruto Smash clone, and it's not bad. So let us check out some tapes, and then we gotta go to bed. Oh man. I love streaming, but it is kind of tricky because I always got to get up for church, and Saturday nights just always end up being the nights that I stream. No, this was the tape that we had that X-Men on. I'm gonna rewind this to the beginning and see what's on it. Sonic's kind of tilted here. There we go. You should watch the TV, Sonic. There we go. Let's see if anything's going on in the chat. Nothing new. What is it, like 1:54 Eastern time? Somebody in chat telling me. I'm trying to see if I can see the time on the clock from like like 2 rooms away, basically. I gotta stop 1:36. That's better than I thought. What we got here? This is like an old play from Homer. My mom used to teach there. What is this? Is this like a puppet show? Like, what the hell is that? Hey, it's me. That's me.
Christmas dinner? Double the humbug. Imagine spending all that money on turkeys and Christmas pudding. Don't waste my time. Is that what you came here to offer? An invitation to Christmas dinner?
That's right, Loco. It'll be a real Christmas dinner. All the trimmings. I've invited many of our relatives and friends.
Don't make me laugh. Who needs a those parasites. They'll just come for a free meal. Besides, I can spend my day here working to get out of my competition.
We hope you'll change your mind, Mr. Scrooge.
That's right, Uncle.
Goodbye, Mr. Scrooge.
A young Noel Passery. So this is a play of A Christmas Carol that my mom did when she was an English teacher in Homer, and she kind of cast me as, she kind of like wrote a part for me that like wasn't Tiny Tim, because she didn't like the idea of Tiny Tim dying and having it be me. So like there was another part that I was in that was like Scrooge's nephew or something. Hey, it's me again.
Christmas is the best holiday of the year. Not only did you enjoy receiving gifts, but you understood the true spirit of giving. Do you remember this very special person in your life? Merry Christmas, man. Oh, Eddie, my favorite author, you are so thoughtful. You're the best brother I've known.
This would have been 1991?
You're such a good boy. Why did you change?
Maybe 92?
I don't know.
Somebody reminds you of a long time ago when you were engaged to be married. Oh, I'm so happy about my niece.
Check out those high top Reeboks right
I
there.
wanted to be married. But first, I think I have to earn more money, work my way to my accounting firm before we can actually settle down. I think it'll take at least 30 years.
3 years, Ebenezer, you can't be serious. I told you over and over, I don't think money is
When there's not enough money coming to the home, a marriage can't survive.
Please, Ebenezer, come on with this one.
I just can't. You know how important earning a good salary is to me.
You'll never change. If money is more important to you than I am, might as well I right now.
Okay, so these kids were like in the 8th grade.
Wait.
And you know, they're pretty good.
Who are you? I am the spirit of Christmas future. I want to tell you what your Christmases will be like if you continue to be the greatest man you are today. You will be alone, always alone.
So I remember this. So this is when my mom taught at Homer, and we actually had access to a stage.
So the old skin was finding his bucket, eh? That's right. I wonder what will become of all the money he was hoarding. I bet he thought he could take it away with him. Did anybody show up today? Are you kidding? Nobody cared about him. He was so mean to all his servants. They gave up.
Like, gag me with a spoon.
Spirit, who are they talking about? What do you think, you selfish fool? No, it's not me. Is it? Please say it's me. Learn your lesson, my
This kid's a pretty good actor.
Going to get nobody loves you. Learn your lesson. You must be kind, be generous, or you'll be alone. No, help somebody. I'll change. Oh, thank goodness. Who are you?
I'm scared of Christmas presents. You're a really big spirit wants to become a kind, generous person. You must make this a special Christmas for all of you know. Think of all the people you have brought.
This I don't know, man. I don't know who these people are, but this would be an interesting thing to upload to YouTube.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas. You there, boy.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Don't worry. I'm not going to hurt you. Aren't you the grocer's delivery boy?
Mr. Ryan.
My toy. I want you to go to your boss and have him prepare his most expensive Christmas dinner. Bring everything to Bob Cratchit's store. I'll meet you.
Man, just watching this is making me want to order a pair of high tops. I used to wear high tops. I think going back to them might be a good idea. Can you guys hear this okay? I mean, I know they're not like talking into microphones, but is it like legible? I'm pretty sure, I think that's me over there. No, it's not.
Mr. Scrooge.
No, wait a minute. So this would have been 92.
Here's something for you.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge.
We're happy to see you here, Mr. Scrooge, but I don't understand. Yesterday you said Christmas was on accident. That was yesterday. Today's Christmas.
Oh, look, everybody, it's just what I wanted. Thanks, Mr. Scrooge.
I can hear it, but not really legible. Okay. Like and so this is like an old tape of A Christmas Carol, and yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand. You said yesterday.
Hang on here. Let me fast forward here a little bit here. Oh, there's me.
Won't you let me spend this holiday with you and your friends?
Oh, of course, Uncle. We'll be glad to have you.
I think there's like a part at the end where like
Issue of question today. Not whether.
what is this? These are like things from a tape from when my mom taught at Homer. That's a pretty cramped classroom. I have a feeling there is a tape of I think there's a clip of me on here singing a song, singing like the Urkel from Family Matters, which was the Steve Urkel dance, where all he had to do was hitch up your pants because he got drunk and was able to command an army of people in song, as all drunk nerds can do. I have no idea what's going on here. I kind of like just looking at the 90s clothes, though, so. And then, like, somehow there was, like, episodes of X-Men on here that I taped on Fox Kids. So. There's a fine mullet. Yeah, I don't know. Now it's just going to something my mom taped on the Renaissance. That's no fun. All right, let's pop this tape. Sorry if that was boring for people, but seeing your like second grade self is kind of interesting. So maybe it was in third grade. I don't know. Team B Language Arts. That's what that says. See what's on here. An episode of The Facts of Life.
Hey, girls. I thought I told you to put your luggage out on the porch.
It is.
Then what do you call this?
Blair's luggage.
Yeah, there's the zinger. And there's Vegeta. All right.
無理をするなトランクス。部屋から出て行った方がいい。お前にこの150倍の重力はとても無理だ。
ゆうべゴテクから電話があったんだ。ゴテクもでっかい疾風を感じてるって。だから僕も出ようと思って。
まるでお祭り気分だな。
やっぱりこのままじゃ辛いや。スーパーサイヤ人になろうと。
バカだ。
あいついつから
Sweet, sweet international channel. I'm gonna have to fast forward this because eventually it's gonna say, "Hey, you're showing copyrighted stuff." Blah blah blah. Ooh, Vidal cut her hair.
昨日の続きを始めましょう。ビビるさ。やっぱ女の子ってわかんない。
楽しみは素質を秘めた5点とトランクス。不思議なのはバッサリ髪の毛を切ったビーデルの胸の内。ご飯には到底わからない。
If you're hounded by a disobedient dog, now you can control your pet with Pet Trainer, the electronic pet
I like that that dog is just like friendly, but then they're like putting in like dog sounds, like angry dog sounds.
The dog will snap to attention and listen to your command the very first time you use it. Pet Trainer works great for cats too. Don't let a nightmare like this happen. Pet Trainer trains pets for their own safety. And use Pet Trainer for your own safety as well.
The use of ultrasonic sound is humane and extremely effective.
Imagine a playful pet you can be proud of. Order Pet Trainer, the safe, effective way to train your
See, you know, I'd either be a voice actor or an infomercial actor. I would love to be in an infomercial, man. That'd be just so much fun. Just put me in a lab jacket and call me an expert.
Connect to internationalchannel.com. Check program schedules and view movie clips featuring Cantonese, French, and international films. Sign up to receive e-connections, International Channel's monthly e-newsletter. And now, free email in 5 languages: English, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. Connect with family and friends in your language. Internationalchannel.com, your connection to your culture.
You know, this is like the best Dragon Ball closing credits, but it tends to get us blocked in Japan. And I do have Japanese viewers, so, you know, I don't really want to get the stream blocked. Actually, I honestly think a good... I want to say a lot of my subscribers, my new subs, come from Japan, because I have some pretty cool stuff uploaded that's... on, I guess you could say, the more obscure, nostalgic side. Have I ever gone to the International Channel website? I absolutely used to go to the International Channel website. I used to go there all the time. That's how I found out how to email Gary Wallace, head of programming here. Let's shift back here. Gohan, you're the best. I always liked how, like, Vegeta with his, you know, like, he is like happy smile there. Do, Kakaloo. You're going international. You're already internationally famous. Yeah, I like to think of myself as like a you know how they call a black person who acts white an Oreo. I think I call myself sushi ravioli. Italian on the outside, Japanese on the inside.
Suzuki is the most common last name in the country of
Hinorobu Kageyama and Kingo Hamada. Yeah, that would be awesome.
They buried Stephanie's husband today, but she won't have to go live with relatives or work 2 jobs to make.
That's a sad commercial. Ooh, art commercial.
You can own the art of 2000.
Yeah, let's check this out here.
$33.22.
If you can draw these shapes, you can learn to draw like a pro. Introducing the art of 2000.
It is true. If you can draw shapes, you can learn how to draw just anything.
Call now, and for
less than the cost of an art class, you can own the art of 2001. If you've always wanted to learn how to draw but never had time for classes, here's your chance.
This tape is perfect for the whole family.
With the art of 2001, you could be drawing like this in no time.
This is a tape you must have.
But wait, if you call right now, we'll send you a second tape on portrait technique absolutely free. You'll learn to draw lifelike faces quickly and easily. The Art of 2001 is not available in stores. Order right now and receive 2 tapes for the price of 1. This is a limited offer. Call now.
To order your Art of 2001 Draw Like a Pro, use your credit card and call 1-800-782.
I mean, if my dream job would be to be a comic book artist and creator. If I could make money doing that, that'd be just the best.
To publicize your community event free, connect to internationalchannel.com. While you're there, check out cultural events from around the country.
It's a Japanese action explosion this April, only on International Channel. For program listings and times, visit internationalchannel.com.
Man, they really were the best of times.
Largest population, with an estimated 1.24 billion, and grows at a rate of 44,000 people a day.
I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit here. Sunrise tends to be really anal compulsive about things. To this day, I have no idea what makes YouTube come after channels like these. Yep. I'll tell you, because channels like these represent alternatives to a more streamlined corporate YouTube. So just kind of marginalize channels like these because they're harder to control. You know, and then like someone who is in line with YouTube's vision for itself, you know. All right, guys, we're gonna have some fun with this one right here. International Channel breast enhancement. Something for the fellas. Just a cool black guy with a blonde afro named Vanilla. Fiona.
Let's face it, ladies, not all of us are satisfied with our small bust size. But we're not left with many options. For years, our only choice was to live with small breasts, use artificial padding, or have very expensive surgical implants, taking the chance of losing feeling in our breasts,
Or worse, having them feel too hard. Now there's Bloussant.
The all-natural herbal
Not that I watch this commercial repeatedly.
line by 1/2 to 2 cup sizes in just weeks. That's right, with Bloussant, you will gain the increased cleavage you've always wanted and regain the firmness you had as a teenager. And most importantly, it's proven safe.
Just because you're a mom doesn't mean you have to lose your figure. With Bloussant, you can get back that firm look and increase your bust size.
Bloussant's clinically proven formula has been increasing bust sizes in
Yeah, I like the girl that walks by and there's like guys checking her out and she's like nodding approvingly.
will reach new heights. Bloussant's professionally formulated breast enhancer stimulates the intercellular hormone substance that becomes
So that must be what boobs look like on the inside.
generates the growth process in an all-natural.
They're filled with chopped onions.
In just weeks, you'll see results, so will everyone else.
Whether you're wearing a bathing suit or an evening gown, you want to look your best. Bloussant makes you feel good because you know you look good.
Call right now. Bloussant will be delivered discreetly to you in just days. Bloussant will increase your bust line up to 2 cup sizes. It's all natural, it's safe, and it's guaranteed.
You know, I heard The Rock had to have breast reduction surgery because he was on steroids and it gave him male breasts.
Just return the unused portion for a full product return.
That's apparently why he was wearing baggy shirts for a period of time.
Way to the new you.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-388-2389 to order Bloussant. Call 1-800-388-2389 right now.
Yo, it's Dovey. Hey, Dovey. Your Vikings are not doing well. No, not really. Who do they play this week? They play the Panthers. Well, let me tell you. Now the Vikings are not doing well. However, pretty much every game that they've played, well, it's not pretty much. It is every game they've played. They could have won because they're all single possession games. So last year they won, 11. They were like 11-0 in one possession games. This year they're 3-0. And my sneaking suspicion is that when you're winning games by a single point, if you tweak the formula just a little, it can make you lose the games by a single point. And the Vikings have lost Dalvin Cook, they've lost Adam Thielen, and I think that has not helped things. But the other thing that's hurting that I think has hurt the Vikings is, and it's kind of a double edged sword. It's like they didn't practice the starters a lot. It sounds from what I've heard. So they over summer training and things like that. People were like Kirk Cousins were just kind of sitting on the sidelines, thinking about how to play well. I wish you had my little brother this year. He would have loved it. Well, what grade is he in? Is he in seventh grade? Is he on? Does he have the other social studies teacher? I mean, if he's up there, he can see me around. But Vikings, yeah. So, it's what's really losing the games more than not having Dalvin Cook and Adam Thielen is fumbles. Like, and it's not Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is playing like a stud, and it's not an exaggeration. I mean, he's slinging the ball all over the place. That last game, he scored the game-winning touchdown, and he's finally in seventh this year. Nice, nice. Who's your brother? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's some kid with the last name Dovey. Are you related to the teacher Tom Dovey? Because that's that's Santino's teacher. So, yeah. So anywho, but yeah, the Vikings, they just got to hang on to the ball, man. Like, if they can just, rather than bobble the ball, just get their hands on it and cling it to their chest, But I don't know. I just don't know. You are related to Tom Dovey? Nice. Yeah, I have nothing but uncle. Nice. Yeah, Santino likes him a lot, and he seems to be an awesome teacher from everything that I've observed. So, right on. I just think that the fans that are saying like, "Oh, the Vikings should tank," blah blah blah. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. First of all, tanking is there's no guarantee that what you get out of the draft is going to transfer over to the NFL. Number one. Number two, I have no idea how you think you're going to go from a culture of losing to a culture of winning within the span of a season. Like, if you're playing games to lose, you're not gaining the skills you need to win, right? And that's in addition to the fact that you have no idea if your draft pick is going to be able to pan out right. Everyone thought that Johnny Manziel was going to be God's gift to football, and he, it was a lot of nothing, So that happens all the time. It's very rare that you get like a Patrick Mahomes or an Andrew Luck or anything like that. And even if you do, there's no guarantee that even if you have a good player that they're going to be a fit for the team, So tanking is just stupid. And how many teams year in, year out have shitty records and the next year they still have a shitty record, So the idea of like, Vikings fans are spoiled and hysterical. They're spoiled in the sense that they think they're entitled to a Super Bowl because they've never won one, and the team is like the best team that's never won a Super Bowl. They consistently finish around first place. And just never make the Super Bowl, and they get your hopes up, and usually ends up ending in either comedic disappointment or tragic situations like the Bounty Gate. But if it looks like the Vikings aren't going to win the Super Bowl, there's so many Vikings fans that are just like fire the coach, burn the team down and start it over. It's like, it's the most like knee-jerk lunatic reaction I've ever seen. The key to success is maintaining stability in the face of adversity, and a lot of sports fans don't know how to do that. So, anywho, back to the international channel. I need to go to bed pretty soon. Are you related to Megan? So actually, because I'm sure I'm going to see her at church tomorrow. So I actually saw her today at my son's soccer thing. Speaking of church, here is a fat evil priest. That's the worst kind of priest. Wait, I want to see him try to run, because I'm sure it's going to be amusing. Look at him.
The capital city of Iraq is Baghdad.
Not after George W. Bush and Dick Cheney got done with it.
Introducing Ed Sullivan's Rock and Roll.
And the Beach Boys.
Call now and get Ed Sullivan's smash hits of the 60s, featuring 14 of your favorite rock performances. Use your credit card and we'll throw in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But wait, there's more. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll cut the price in half. You'll get 2 once-in-a-lifetime videos for only $9.99.
Little Michael.
Is not available in stores, so call now.
Go 1-800-791-5656 to order Ed Sullivan's Rock and Roll Classic for only $9.99. Use your credit card and get a second video free. Or send $9.99 plus $3.99 shipping and handling to the address on your screen. Call now.
Has back pain got you bent over? Do painful headaches drive you crazy?
The Fuzuoku 9000 will solve that problem.
Fuzuoku 9000, the pocket-sized personal massager. Look, with just a touch, you can see thousands of pulsating waves. When placed on your sore muscles, you'll enjoy comforting vibration throughout your body. Fuzuoku 9000 is smaller than a business card, yet powerful enough to send 9,000 penetrating waves per minute. That's almost twice.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Now with a touch, relieve tension headaches, eye strain, neck and back pain.
This micro massager has the power of an electric chair. The things that kill people.
It's perfect for a stimulating facial massage or relaxing with a friend. Look, a massage feels good. Now add Fuzuoku and it's 9,000 times better.
With Fuzuoku, I just touch where the pain is. My head, my neck, my back, and the pain is gone. I just love it.
Fuzuoku is ready anywhere, anytime you are. And for even more pleasure, Fuzuoku comes with 3 stimulation tips. Each one applies a unique feeling for increased sensations that will have you or a partner totally satisfied. It's like turning one massager into 3. And with this easy step-by-step massage guide, you'll experience the utmost pleasure from your Fuzuoku. Hey, don't spend over $200 on an expensive, clumsy massage.
They really should have showed that girl giving herself a concussion with that giant massager.
And as a bonus, you'll receive this handy carry pouch to store your Fuzuoku in a briefcase or travel bag. Yours free. We guarantee you'll feel good all over.
Armor Trooper Votoms has the most beautiful theme song. Yeah, it's really good. You notice that products from back in the day always end in 1,000. Yes, that's true.
For just $19.95 and receive the carry pouch free. Or send check or money order to this address.
I think there was a lot of hype for the year 2000,
We also accept checks by phone.
In the year 2000. Alright, after this I gotta go.
India is the second most populated country in the world, with over 1 billion inhabitants.
Captain Tyler. I don't think I'll get in trouble for showing this. But watch me get in trouble for showing this. It really was an interesting trio of animes to show Dragon Ball, Votoms, and Tyler, you know. You had one that was kind of half funny, half serious, one that was all serious, and then one that was funny. For some reason, it was saying, like, we lost connection for a second. Okay, guys. Well, I definitely need to get some shut-eye. It's 12:12, you know, so that's good. Got to put these biscuits away, too, before I go to bed. So that's a thing. But thank you for sticking with the live stream for so long. You know, thank you for sharing in my interests and putting up with me ramble and play video games for hours on end. So hopefully it was enjoyable for you as it was enjoyable for me. So seriously, tune in, like, and subscribe. Help get the channel to 2K. We're slow and steady wins the race, you know. But yeah, good times, good times. Stay tuned to the channel because more content is always coming. I just uploaded a old drawing video I did of me in 2011 drawing the Radical Dreamers. I need to make some newer drawing videos. But some of my older drawing videos from when I had a webcam, you know, get that 2000s vibe. They've been popping up on my Facebook, so I thought it would be fun to upload those on the channel. You can tell Halloween's coming, as evidenced by the fact that these McPumpkins are making an appearance now. Yeah, good times, good times. All right, well, I'm going to take... Oh, you know what? I made a drink today. Like, seriously, there's this, like, Mexican grocery store, and my mom bought this drink and said, here, try it. And it was pineapple and sweet. So I put a shot of vodka in it, and it's, like, phenomenal. I call it a Russian jarrito. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So make yourself a Russian jarrito sometime. Anyway, I need to go to bed because I'm rambling incoherently. So until next time, guys, my name is Noel. You take care. Where's the store? It's on Homer Ave. It's like a Mexican store. Good. So yes, until next time, my name's Noel. I will rest well. Thank you for your friendship. I really appreciate it. And I will see you on the channel and around in the very near future for more YouTube antics and fun